win, and I want to laugh some more. Yes, so let's go ahead and do it. Not forcefully like that, though. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today for another reaction video. And yeah, today we are going to get into someone who I just got to last Sunday for Random Sunday, and we're going to get to one from him today. We're going to get into some Jimmy Carr today, y'all. All right. Well, first of all, I love this little set that he had at the Rob Lowe roast, man. It was awesome. I like how he came after a few people. I think his best jokes were the ones aimed at Ann Coulter. That's the one that I remember the most. And he also came at Jeff Ross and Jewel. Oof. Yeah, he seems pretty ruthless. You know, I've seen a couple of other small bits from him, a couple other jokes, man, and I was just a little taste of things to come, obviously. But he's a very funny dude, man, and we're gonna get into the first longer, you know, stand-up bit from him. And this one's gonna be titled "Excuses Not to Have Sex." And I say not like that because not is in all caps for some reason, but we'll find out what he's talking about. And you know, I've gotten some requests for Jimmy Carr, you know, in the last several months and all that, but I'm gonna shout this person out today because although I couldn't find exactly what you wanted me to react to, you were still one of the first people to suggest Jimmy Carr to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and shout you out today. He's one of my very loyal subscribers, and let's go ahead and give him the shout out. I don't know how to pronounce this name, so please bear with me. I'm only gonna try to say your first name. If I'm wrong about that, please school me in the comments, man, so that way I know how to, you know, pronounce your name in the future for a future request that I might get from you. So here we go. Hanji or Hangi or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but thank you very much for suggesting Jimmy Carr to me. The reason that I did the roast one first is because I just saw that one and I was like, damn, I wanted to see all of the Rob Lowe roast, but I didn't see it all because I just picked out a couple of clips because I was probably busy doing some other stuff. But yeah, thank you very much for suggesting Jimmy Carr to me. He's obviously a pretty funny dude from what I've seen so far, and I can't wait to hear what he's gonna be saying in this one. So thank you one more time, but we're gonna get into it like I said. So, Jimmy Carr with Excuses Not to Have Sex. And if you like this reaction, please hit on the like button for me one time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and leave a nice comment for your boy. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or request, and throw a couple zingers at your boy. Friendly dialogue, no drama here, all right? Not a nair, not a bit of it. I don't want to hear it, man, because it just makes me fume. Yeah, I don't know what that sound was, but hey, I don't care. Yeah, man, we've gotten into some pretty good stuff this week, man. I think the start of the week we got to somebody new. I think it was David Arnold. Yeah, we got into him. He was a newbie added to the channel, and he was hella funny, and we've been continuing on getting our laugh on, and hopefully we're gonna do the same thing here. So let's go ahead and do it. Jimmy Carr with Excuses Not to Have Sex, right here on Eddie B TV. Another one from Jimmy. Let's hope he makes us laugh, y'all. Okay, we good. And let's get situated with this one here. And here we go.
You never forget your first, especially if they've got an unusual name. R. Kayla.
R. Kayla? What is that?
There's something I don't understand about a woman's G-spot. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Okay.
I can drive a woman... Well done.
Oh, so what
It's hit home there, has it? Touched a nerve, so to speak.
Oh.
I'm very apt.
Yes.
I can drive a woman wild with my tongue. Would you like me to demonstrate?
Oh, wow.
Okay, pay attention. All the action is happening here, young man. Drive a woman wild with your tongue. Have you put on weight? Anal sex is overrated. It's fucking shit. And it hurts like buggery. I tried it with my girlfriend. She was bored to tears.
Oh.
Is everyone that's going to get it got it? Let's move along.
Oh, God.
We've been together now for 12 years, me and my girlfriend. So to keep things fresh in the bedroom, we do a little bit of role play. She pretends to be a nurse, and I pretend I'm still attracted to her.
Oh, that's cold.
That's divided the room, hasn't it? There's people that thought that was funny, and then there are unattractive women.
Oh. Yep, he makes a point there.
Some girls like to have the lights off for sex to happen. They like all the lights to be out before they have sex. And they've got a name. They're called fugly munters.
Oh. Fugly munters.
I've never had a complaint about that joke. I've never had a woman come up to me after the show and gone, "Excuse me, I'm a fugly munter. How do you think I feel? Hungry? Are there couples in? Give us a shout. I've got a theory about sex in long-term relationships. So the received wisdom is it's men that instigate sex within a long-term relationship. It's the man that says, should we go upstairs for a bit of slap and tickle, bit of how's your father, bit of sticky belly. Whatever you call it in your houses. But it's the man that asks. I think that is misogynistic bullshit. That's like saying the man's got the sex drive and the woman is just passive. I reckon it's about 50-50 in most relationships. The reason you don't notice when women ask for sex is because when women ask for sex, it happens.
True, very true. That's just true.
We've got the expression getting lucky because we're rolling the dice, ladies. If your woman says to you, do you want to go upstairs and fuck? Yep. Yeah. It doesn't matter what else is going on. You could be full of flu. You could have just received devastating news. You could have just been shot in the leg by her.
Oh,
do you want to go upstairs and fuck? Yes, I do. But sometimes, gentlemen, you'll know this, sometimes in a long-term relationship, you'll suggest becoming amorous with your partner, you'll suggest having sex, and she'll say no. And then she will give you some kind of mercurial, strange reason as to why sex could not occur at that moment in time. And you would like to respond, you'd like to argue back, but you can't think of anything because you can't think at all because all the blood is somewhere else. Yeah. So I thought, well, why don't we take advantage of the situation we find ourselves in? Why don't we workshop it? What reasons have you heard, gentlemen, not to have sex, and we'll come up with a response? What have you heard? Headache. Yeah. Tired. OK, let's deal with those in order. Headache, easy. If a woman says, look, I've got a headache, just say, I'm going to be right at the other end. I could not be further away from that problem. Also, I'm going to fuck you. We're not doing Sudoku. You're not going to need your wits about you. Tired. Tired is like the modern equivalent of headache. And I think genuinely, if a woman says to you, look, I can't have sex, I'm tired, what you've got to do, you've got to listen, obviously. You've got to acknowledge. It's not enough just to listen. She's got to know that you've heard. And then make a suggestion. That's my advice anyway. Don't demand anything from a woman. Make a suggestion. So if a woman said, look, I can't have sex, I'm tired, I'd say, of course you're tired, I hear you, you've got the kids, you've got the house, you've got work, you must be exhausted, so why don't you, and it's just a suggestion, but why don't you do what you normally do and just fucking lie there? You lazy fucking cow. Any other excuses for not having... Pregnant? She's too young.
Oh, God, who said that? You clown.
This is a long-term relationship you're in, right? She said, I really can't have sex with you, I'm too young.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And yet, what was that one? Pregnant. Are you trying to nudge her towards a three-way? Is that bad? Clearly, yes.
What did you say? I didn't hear that one.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but we've got a pirate in the house.
What did you say?
Hoist the mainsail. She's dead. She's dead? Oh. And yet you're still hearing a voice saying no. That isn't her, that's your conscience, you monster. Any other excuses for not having sex? Your cock's too big. Try fucking a grown-up.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Oh, man.
Any other? Sorry, sir, could you just repeat what you said there? She's on the blob.
Does that mean
How
period?
nicely put, sir. I think a lesser man might have said menstruation.
Okay, yes, I was right.
Or her time of the month, or maybe period. Even Arsenal are playing at home, or she has the red devil in her belly. Up on bricks.
Oh.
But you went with the much more genteel. On the blob! She's on the blob, isn't she?
Oh, man.
I think in all seriousness, if a woman says, look, I can't have sex, I've got my period, I would say, well, your arse isn't bleeding, is it?
That's a classic line, yes.
Give me a moment to work my magic. The best one I heard recently, someone said, a very nice gig in Cambridge. Is there any reasons for not having sex within a long-term relationship that you've heard from a woman? And a woman went, morning fanny. I said, what? She said, morning fanny. I went, yeah, I heard you. I don't know what that is. It's morning fanny. And she said, you know morning breath? It's that downstairs.
Oh, that's the end of it. Okay. Oh my God, that last one at the end was, oh, that was priceless. Yes, and I think it's definitely a good reason, fellas, to not want to engage, man. No, don't nobody want to mess with any smelly parts, man, especially this guy right here. All right, y'all. Some of the things that the audience members say kill me, man. I swear they do. All right. That was Jimmy Carr with excuses not to have sex. Oh, man. Well, there's a lot of things that were said in there that are very, very funny, obviously. But I'll just say this, you know, for me personally, the only good, acceptable reason not to have sex is if you just don't want to. And if you don't want to too often, then I don't want to be with you. How about that one? I mean, that's just too simple for me. I mean, like, obviously sex is not the only thing in a relationship, you know, but it's definitely one of the most important things. And if you're not having it as often as both of you would like to a point, then I'd say you should venture other places, you know. Break up first, you know, don't cheat, you know. I'm not suggesting anyone do that. But some of the things that were said in there, you know, I can link with other things. I have no clue how to even process them, you know, because obviously it's just comedy, you know, and some, you know, comedians will say some pretty trippy shit. But like one, obviously the one about being on your period, I don't know, like, I can't speak for all men on this. Obviously I can't, because I've heard some stories in my life, but I just generally do not see the appeal in mixing blood with your sex. I don't get that. I've never been a fan of that. And I remember one time, okay, I'm gonna tell this story. It's just a short one, so just don't trip out now. But I've said to every woman I've ever been with, ever, since, you know, my bad mishaps in the beginning of figuring this all out, I've said to every woman, I don't want any part of that. So if you're ever on your period, just let me know, and then no sex. You know, you don't even have to do nothing to me if you're gonna be one of those women like, well, I don't get nothing. I was like, well, I really don't care about that, but if you're not getting anything, then I don't need nothing. And I've told every woman this. And one time, one woman tried to catch me slipping, and she did not tell me, man. She knew that she was on her period, man, but she didn't tell me, and I had to find out the hard way. And I guess I should have figured something out when she told me she wanted to do it with the lights off. Yeah, which is another thing that I heard in there was kind of funny. But I was so pissed that I never spoke to her again. We broke up. We were only together for like 2-3 months, but we broke up, and I never talked to her again because I thought that was a low blow and it was a dick move, and I didn't want anything to do with her ever again. I didn't care how good it was when she wasn't on her period. I was just, no, that's devious right there and vindictive, and I just did not want anything to do with her ever again. So that's the end of that one. You know, having sex with the lights off is typically because people are embarrassed to be seen, you know, their bodies, you know, and all that stuff. I mean, whatever. If that's how you are, then maybe you should work that out internally before inviting people into the bedroom with you. That's just my opinion. But for some people, it's just a preference because they actually enjoy it better that way, and there is no insecurity. I mean, I find that very few and far in between, but, you know, it is what it is. But as far as, like, other reasons, like being tired or a headache, you know, like when you hear that, you know, you really do think it's like a scapegoat excuse. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, I just don't want to, instead of just saying you don't want to, because it definitely sounds like, you know, that person might be losing interest in you, or they're not attracted to you anymore, or something like that. I do find that to be very true, more than half, you know, because like, I just don't want to. I mean, like, geez, man, there's plenty of things I just don't want to do, but if I were to tell you that, you'd get an attitude, so I'm not allowed to get an attitude. That's one of those stupid ass games that females try to play on you. Fellas, don't let them do it. You know, just like, tell me you don't want to, and that way I can decide what I want to do. You understand me? You know, because as much as people want to talk about things like that, when a female wants to and she don't get it, she'll act like you just committed capital murder. I'm serious, man. It's like, yeah, men are supposed to be into it all the time. No, we're not. which is exactly why that joke that he said was funny. It's like, yeah, we could just like, yeah, you just ask us, we'll say, yep, not all the time. Yeah, just recently I had a really bad UTI. You think I wanted my woman touching on me in a sexual way? Hell no. I didn't want anyone near me, let alone touching me. Yeah, man, tired or a headache. Yeah, typical excuses, man. Those aren't too new, you know, they're fairly typical. Oh God, the one where dude said she's on the blob. That was funny. That had to do with the period one, obviously, but I just thought what he said was funny. Too young, dude, you're nuts. Okay, somebody should have like, you know, picked you out of the crowd and arrested you for that one, you sick, twisted mother. Yeah. But yeah, man, you know what? I like Jimmy Carr, man, because obviously, you know, it seems that his main deal is to saying the most twisted, outlandish shit possible to get laughs. And he's very good at saying crazy things, but he's also very good at making it funny, you know, because you can't just say wild shit and then not make it funny. That's the whole point of it being comedy, you know, because there's some weird stuff that go in there. Like, I remember when, being pregnant. Now, the thing about being pregnant, it's kind of like the same thing as being on your period for women, because a lot of women have said that they're actually more, you know, they're hornier when they're on their period or when they're pregnant. You know, I don't know how much truth there is to that. Ladies, school me on that. I just bother not to pay attention to things I want no part of. But I have had sex with a pregnant female before. Okay, I'm not going to explain the circumstances of that, but. But you know, it's crazy what makes someone get in the mood, I guess, you know. That's why I'm not gonna judge any man who wants to have sex with a woman on her period or whatever, but it's just something I could never do, man. Never. Ever, ever, ever. You know, and all the crazy things that have been said too. Just put a towel down, everything will be cool. It's not blood getting on the bed sheets that I got a problem with. It's getting on me that I got a problem with. Oh man, some people are so stupid. But you know what, man? I like what he talks about, man. He says crazy stuff, man, and he knows exactly how to make it funny. There's a few things that were said in there. You'll when you guys see this, obviously you'll know by the expression on my face. But somebody explained to me what was said that I didn't understand, so I have some knowledge of that. You know, because sometimes I say some accents that some comedians have. They're so some of them can be thick sometimes in certain lines that I have no idea what was said at all. And maybe I just got a messed up ear, man. It really makes me wish that I knew a lot more about other countries, so that way at least at the very least I can understand what a lot of different comedians say. That's what, you know, I've gotten a lot of suggestions to do Frankie Boyle too, and I would really love to do it, man, but I listened to 2 clips from him, you know, and I tried to experiment, do a reaction with it, but I can literally not understand nothing that man says. I mean, I feel like shit that I don't, man, because people say that he's very funny, but it's just like, if you guys can understand his jokes, man, I mean, more power to you, man, but I just cannot understand the thing that man says, and I wish I could, man, because I would really love to do some reactions to him, but you know, it's just too thick of an accent. And when I've listened to him, his words and his lines go by so fast, and I cannot put together one thing in that sentence. So I guess that's on me, but it is what it is. But a couple of things in here I didn't hear, but you know, still very funny. I heard the majority of it, and it was just hella funny. So yeah, keep the Jimmy Carr suggestions coming for the future. And let's continue to have fun, because this dude is nuts. And the way he brings the crowd into his stuff, I mean, he's kind of like, he does exactly what Sarah Millican does sometimes. You know, she brings the audience into her jokes, and that makes it a million more times funny. But yeah, keep the suggestions coming, because I definitely want to get to more Jimmy Carr. So yeah, man, that's very funny. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right there. Thank you one more time to Hangi or Hangi. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. Please don't be mad at me, man. I'm really not trying to offend anybody. I just don't understand how to pronunciate certain names, and that's on my dumb ass. But yeah, thank you very much for suggesting Jimmy Carr to me. Like I said, the bit that you wanted me to do was called offensive jokes, and I scrolled through that typing that in, and I couldn't find anything that was like that was only like what, 20-30 seconds or something like that, and I can't do a whole reaction with just a 30-second clip. I just can't do that. You know, I've gotten some, not complaints, but you know, some people tell me that some clips were too short that I reacted to, and those were like 2-3 minutes long. But yeah, man, thank you very much for suggesting Jimmy Carr to me, man. This dude is hella funny. I've always said that I'm a fan of extreme vulgar comedy, man, because, you know, it just makes me laugh. I just got that kind of brain. But yeah, I appreciate you being subscribed to me, and I appreciate your comments. And yeah, thank you very much, Hanji or Hangi. Oh gosh, please let me know what your name is so I can get that right for the future. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. One more time, Jimmy Carr with excuses not to have sex. And if you like that reaction, please hit the like button for me one more time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, as always, leave a nice comment for your boy. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or request, and throw a couple singers at your boy. Friendly dialogue, no drama here, all right? And let's keep it that way. So yeah, this is gonna be Eddie B TV signing off. One more again here. Another funny one from Jimmy Carr on the books, man. Like I said, I did the roast of Rob Lowe with him last Sunday for Random Sunday. And yeah, he definitely had me laughing with this one. So I was really, really looking forward to getting to this one this week. I hope that it doesn't get blocked, you know what I mean? Because I usually have that fear sometimes with certain clips I upload. I mean, it's not, you know, unheard of that some videos will get blocked, but I hope this one goes through because I love what I've heard from Jimmy Carr so far, and I definitely want to get to more. So yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in to this one more time. Jimmy Carr's one funny dude. Tomorrow we got Headliner, Wonderful Friday coming up, and I got a couple, actually 3 videos, and I'm gonna flip a coin for it to see which one I'm gonna do. And no matter which one wins, I'm sure I'm gonna like it because the titles seem like they're gonna really get up here, and it's gonna be pretty fun unpacking. Yeah. So yeah, man, until next reaction, love and appreciate y'all. Peace.